And we're going to review them in one big video. What? Hey guys, me your host Superstar. Thank you very much for tuning in. Look what I got all the Deadpool figures. And we're going to review them in one big video. What? So we have Marvel's Domino. She's awesome. I really like the look of this figure. Then we have my absolute favourite of the bunch. It's gotta be Cable. And then of course we got Negasonic Teenage Warhead and Deadpool. He's Deadpool, I'm Deadpool. My only wish is that they give us Cable. I think it should have been Deadpool and Cable paired together. Sorry, Deadpool and Colossus paired together personally, and I think she should have come later on with either Yuki or maybe one of the other characters. But yeah, I definitely still want Colossus from those movies. He was one of my favourite characters. You know, it's one of them things that you just need him in the collection, right? And breakfast good for bones. Deadpool may try to break yours. So guys, without further ado, let's break them all out of the packaging. I'm really excited. Let's start with Domino. Got to start somewhere, right? We'll start with Domino. And we'll work up. Ugh. There's a lot of accessories with these figures which I kind of like. And these are 14 and up because obviously the movie that they're based on. I love the fact that Deadpool's kind of scribbled over the writings and stuff and put his own symbols on. I think that's cool. Also, these are in keeping with the 20th anniversary of the X-Men figures. These are from the Fox line. With it coming up to the 20th anniversary of Spider-Man, the Sam Raimi version, do you think we'll see any figures from that now? And also, I know it's not an anniversary or anything, but could they even go back and give us a Wesley Snipes blade? I would love it if we got a Blade and Whistler 2-pack. Imagine if we got Whistler. But at least a blade with a motorcycle and his leather jacket and everything with a load of weapons. I'd buy that as a deluxe set, and I'm pretty sure loads of people would. Because even though we've had blades in the past, I don't think they've never been like the definitive Blade in my opinion. They've always been trying to be the Wesley Snipes Blade without kind of saying it, or like the modern versions of Blade which are based on Wesley Snipes. So if they could give us a proper Wesley Snipes Blade, that'd be just amazing. And still from the X-Men line, I hope they're not finished because obviously a movie version of Cyclops, a movie version of Jean Grey's Phoenix, they would be awesome. I know they gave us a Jean Grey Phoenix once before, but come on, remember the face on that thing? Anyway guys, we have two face sculpts on this one. One where she's got the goggles above her hairline and the other where she hasn't. Other than that, she's got a slight smirk on the other head, but I do think I prefer this head sculpt. The one that comes on as standard. So a very nice looking face sculpt. It does look like the actress a lot. I think that looks great. So her head's on a ball joint, so you can make her look up and down. Her arms do lift up this top hinge and do also rotate. There's also the bicep hinge and the hands that also rock and pivot. Ball joint there. There's the crunch at the abdomen. Legs do lift out pretty far, as well as forwards, backwards. Top thigh cut there. Double hinge knees. No boot cut, but there is a rock and pivot in the feet. And she does have holes on the base of her foot, should you wish to use a display base on on both feet. She comes with a multitude of accessories, which is awesome. So we get some different hands. So at the moment she's got fisticuff hands on. But she comes with a little black pistol, which she can holster, which is great. So pop that in the holster there. And then we've got fisticuff hands on at the moment. So if I go ahead and pop those out, because I don't know why anyone would keep those in, to be fair. I would want Domino with guns. Pop in. Yeah. So now she's got those hands in, we can actually slot the Uzis into her hands. She does come with trigger fingers as well, so you can wrap those around the actual trigger. Oh, the little Uzis come with like little bayonettas on as well, which is nice. Bayonettas? Bayonets. Bayonetta, I've been playing the game too much. There we go. So yeah, that's kind of how you want Domino, innit? You don't want Domino without guns. So they look pretty sick. Just a solid silver wash on those guns with some black decal in for the magazine and the sights. Just to give you a look at that secondary head sculpt, we'll pop that head off and pop the other one on. It easily pops on and off. To give us that secondary sculpt. She's got the goggles in her hairline. That's obviously where there's that scene where they paraglide down in Deadpool 2. That's the goggles she was wearing when she paraglided down. But I do prefer the original head sculpt, much nicer. All right, she's got a little bit of a heel on the shoe, but nothing too crazy. So it's not one of those crazy heels. So she stands pretty well on her own. I'm going to put her in a pose with the guns kind of up, like I had her a minute ago. Yeah. Yeah. So that is Deadpool. Sorry, Domino. Which put those hands and things on the side. Let's go Cable next. Let's get Cable out. I've been dying to mess around with these figures for so long. Now I can finally play with them. Oh wow, he comes with a lot of things. Okay. Even has his little teddy bear. Oh, he even has his little teddy bear. So I wasn't sure if the figure came with the teddy bear, because I was going to steal the one that comes with the NECA Ultimate Jason from Freddy vs. Jason. He has like a little teddy bear. So I was going to utilise that one. Oh, they have gone with an awful rubber for that cape though. Ugh. I need to find someone that can make cloth goods, because I want a load of cloth goods making. Alright, that's Cable. So this is Josh Brolin's Cable. Again, they've got that awful cape on there. So I'm just going to take that off for now. So here is Cable. Does it look like Josh Brolin? I'm not sure. Looks more like bleeding Ryan Reynolds. I don't think it looks like him massively, to be honest. And you can kind of guess who they're trying for it to be, but it doesn't look like him. By the way, that vest will come off if you want it to. So I can imagine a lot of people are going to reuse that vest for customs. That metal arm is a lot nicer than the one we've got with the regular Cable as well, so I could see this guy being used a lot for fodder and parts, you know. He's got some nice detailings. But yeah, he's got his little teddy bear. Shame it doesn't come off, it's stuck to the side of his body. I wish it came off so you could put it in his hand or something. Take some really good shots, because obviously even if I used the other teddy bear like I said I was going to, you couldn't really hide that one very well. You'd have to take the shot from the front, then you could spin it around, but then he'd have his pouch right where his, where his other pouches, you know what I'm saying? So it wouldn't look very good. Speaking of his holsters, he does actually holster for the gun. He's got a plain black pistol. So we can pop that in that holster there. Is that what that's for? Looks very loose, but I believe it's for the pistol, right? Or is that for the pistol? Ah, hang on. Or is that one for the pistol? Ah, I've got a feeling the pistol sits in that back holster there. I've got a feeling that's where that goes. So that pistol pouch is a little bit too big. And it does also come with 2 fisticuff hands, but again, you're never going to use the fisticuff hands on this one. You're going to want the gun trigger hands. Then again, you might want the closed fisticuff hand for his metal arm. So I can imagine him using the big gun. We'll see. We'll see in a minute. But yeah, he comes with some other accessories. So let's take a look at these. So he's got the. Does that go with that? No, it can't do. Or does it go on top? Nope. He's got a bunch of other accessories. Oh, is this for the gun? Oh, is this to build the rest of the gun? Oh my god, that gun is massive. Alright, so you can either have that big underbarrel on, or this one. Is that the idea? So stop and interchangeable. It's got two like underbarrels for the gun, basically. That's the one I'll probably keep on. You can't fit both on, I don't think. Let me have a little play. No, there's no other way of getting the other one on, is there? It's just for the thing. Interesting. So yeah, definitely that one. Okay, so what I'm probably going to do is change out that gloved hand. Oh, that didn't want to pop off. For the fisticuff, like I said. And I've dropped it. Ah! It's only there, look at it. Whoop! Didn't go very far. Right, so if I put that in there. Yeah. So I've put the fisticuffed hand on the metal arm. Because I'm probably going to display him using the big gun. Because why not? If I can even get it in his hand. Come on. There we go. Yeah, that's what you're going to want. I can put his other hand just down by his side. Well, as much as it will go down by his side, that teddy bear's in the way. That's not worked out what that other little holster's for then. Is it for the extra piece? We'll figure that out later. We'll figure that out in a bit, but for now, there's Cable. So, yeah, really awesome figure, lots of articulation there, same as Domino. There's nothing the only additional articulation he has that Domino doesn't is the fact that he's got a boot cut, so he can rotate his boot around as well. But all the rest of the articulation's identical. And don't worry, you'll see them all up close and personal on the desk cam when we go down to there in just a few moments. Let me go ahead and add the cape back on. You can just slide it on the top of his head, by the way, you don't need to take his head off to do it. I'm not a fan of that cape. I'm definitely going to get a green cloth one made. It's like a dark greeny grey, wasn't it, in the film? And there's his accessories. Okay, now for the big pack. Now for Deadpool and Negasonic Teenage Warhead. Such a random character to add to the X-Men roster in the movies. Negasonic Teenage Warhead. All because most of the other X-Men are in the movies and or are busy. Oh god, he's got his unicorn toy. We need some Crocs. If anyone out there knows an action figure that has Crocs, we need them right now for Deadpool. Oh god, more katanas. And these are thinner than the others. These are not the same ones we've had previously. These are thin, little awful things. Flimsy. Although I am glad that Deadpool comes with so many hands. He's definitely needed for Deadpool. But it's a shame that they're all just different variations of fisticuffs and gun hands. It would have been nice to get some random ones in there for Deadpool. Like a flipping the bird or something. What is that hand for? Random. This is probably going to quickly become my new favourite Deadpool. Alright. Negasonic Teenage Warhead, we'll start with you. So here she is out of the packaging. Looking very cool. Her arms are stuck out. Like, can we get them down anymore? Oh, yes we can. Great. Okay, single hinge elbows. Very thin arms. I'm afraid I'm going to break them. She's got those sliding elbow joints as well. Don't like those elbows. And the likeness to the actress is there. You can definitely tell who that's meant to be. Definitely. That's nice. Again, I think she'll be used for fodder more than anything, because I think a lot of people are going to maybe want her for the body to do X-Men movie variants, although she does have that big studded band on that I don't think is actually sculpted. Oh no, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. You can get it off. If you were to pop her off at the waist, at the bust area here, pop this bit off, you could pull that up and slide it all the way up. That's actually loose. It's not a part of the sculpt. It's put on afterwards. You can tell from feeling it. So yeah, you could definitely pop that off, guys. So yeah, this will get... I think she will get a lot of people wanting her for the parts, to be honest. For some female X-Men bodies. Especially this version. I think this version of the X-Men uniform may look good with Magic. I think she might look good with that on. Teenage Warhead does come with... she's got one fist hand on and one open palm hand, so she comes with the old hands, the open palm and fisticuff. And she also comes with two of her effects pieces that simulate her powers. So if I just pop that over the top... So yeah, they're pretty nice. Good to use as well. Although I don't remember having flame powers in the movie, but hey. I'm not sure if those were the right effects pieces to be included, really, to be honest. And also she's got one of those costume pieces that the moment you try and change the way she stands, it alternates the way the costume looks and just doesn't look good. So you have to stand her in a certain way to make the costume line up, to make it look alright on camera. Otherwise it just looks like a jigsaw and looks awful. And she's a nightmare to stand. Lovely. You have to warm up those feet. They're a bit tight. Right, she's stood. Okay, she's stood. Finally, in this collection, guys, we've got Deadpool. Are those guns usable? Please tell me those guns are usable. Are they actually stuck? No. Why would they do that? Do they not come off? Oh, what have you done that for? So they've put guns in his holsters that are unusable. And he uses pistols for 90% of the movie. So now when I'm playing with him and I put his gun hands on and I put pistols in his hands, he's already, if I take photos, he's already got pistols in the holster. Oh no. Come on. It's very rare I display my Deadpools with katanas, to be fair. The katanas tend to be in the back, like that. They're just for display purposes. I tend to use guns with him more than his katanas. He's got another one of those weird, dodgy, open palm, gestury hands on. I'm guessing that is so that he can hold the unicorn or something. Yeah, it fits the unicorn in his hand, basically, so he can hold it. If you put both on, yeah, you could do some weird poses with it if you wanted to. Just saying. But yeah, we all know what that unicorn's going to be used for. There's a boot holster for the knife. It's the same knife we've had 1,000 times before. A little bit of a different skull, but ooh, bendy, bendy, bendy. That's why I like to put it away straight away. So yeah, that sits in there. We have got a fisticuff hand on, so I need to change that. I don't like fisticuff hands. Not on this one. Ugh. There's So they pop off, and we can then put in the trigger hands. I can then give him his guns. So they've given him slightly bigger versions of, like, I'm not sure if these are meant to be machine pistols. That's the gun they've kind of gone with and given him. Although these hands are, actually after looking at them, these hands are actually pretty good for gesturing and stuff, to be honest. She could make him do some gesturing faces with it. So yeah. Or you can do the oh my god, I'm gonna throw up face. So yeah, you can use these for a lot of different things. Scratching the head. Like, if you get shot at, you can even make him grab his junk, or there's a lot of different things you can do with that hand. To be honest, with it being the way it is, and it'll look funny because it's Deadpool. I'll use my powers of telepathy. Wait, I'm not Mr. Clean. And of course, the thing that I think everyone's wanted to do with this one ever since they got this one. I'll be back. The one thing that everybody's wanted to do. Should have been Professor X's wheelchair. That was already like that when I came here. My only wish that we haven't got out of all these movie figs, we have not got an unmasked Deadpool. We still haven't got a Ryan Reynolds sculpt. So, can I say that that's probably what's going to be coming in the future? Do we think that we'll look at how well these have sold and potentially in the future get us a movie Ryan Reynolds Deadpool? That would be good and ideal if they did. Because I think this Deadpool will be popular, to be honest, in time. I think most people bought the 2-pack just for Deadpool, because I've seen a lot of Negasonic Teenage Warheads up for sale. So I think people did buy this pack just for the Deadpool, so I think a single deluxe pack Deadpool would go down well. And I think Deadpool would agree. So guys, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to head on down to the desk cam to give you guys an up-close personal look at Deadpool and his friends. So let's go to the desk cam! Oh, you wait till I get you home and... Hey, can't you see I'm busy here? Start at the other side. Alright guys, we've got Domino out of the packaging, looking awesome. I am loving that look on Domino's face. She's got a really cool stern look on her face. And then we've got the 2 guns as well, which look pretty cool. Liking the stance I've got her in as well. Very well made figure in my personal opinion. The detailing is very nice, loving all the paint apps as well. Spot on figure, a great representation of the character from the movie. I think we're on to a winner with that one. What do you guys think? Is it a figure you're going to get in your collection? Let me know. My second personal favourite has got to be Cable. He's awesome. I thought this was going to be my favourite in the line, but you know, he's not. Deadpool is. I'm going to play with that Deadpool so much, but this Cable is awesome. I'm loving the way the big gun and stuff they've given him. It does look like the one from the movie. And again, he's just a really cool, badass looking figure. I can imagine using this in a lot of post-apocalyptic style photo shoots and stuff, because he looks more serious and more like the likeness to Cable, unlike the one that we've got is like the Jim Lee Cable from the Marvel Legends series, whereas this one would look nice in photography. So I'll definitely be using this guy going forward for some great photos, so stay tuned for all that goodness. Negasonic Teenage Warhead, a figure that I don't think anyone asked for, but he's pleased that we did end up getting. Again, the head sculpt's nice, the little effects are cool, and we've got a great body attached to it to use for other figures as well. I'm going to play around with that and do some customs later on, so stay tuned to my Instagram at Soupsoil, where you'll see all the goodness, photos and all that stuff. So stay tuned for some of that. But the figure that I think everybody wanted out of this series more than anything was the movie version of Deadpool. Deadpool was an overnight success and a phenomenon that I don't think anyone expected to get to the heights it did and how quick it did. Ryan Reynolds redeemed himself as Deadpool after that awful portrayal in Logan's movie, in the Wolverine movie. So I'm glad they brought him back, and I'm glad Ryan Reynolds was able to, show off his skills as an actor. Because for so long he's been, he's been in a lot of films. He's been around a long time. But I think they're only just seeing what he can actually do if he's left to write his own stuff and his own style of comedy. But guys, what are your thoughts on this Deadpool? Oh, one thing someone asked me to do, actually, by the way, is see, and yeah, they're right. Logan towers over Deadpool. Why? Logan should be shorter than Deadpool. Ryan Reynolds is a tall guy. And I know Hugh Jackman's not exactly small, but I would have thought Ryan Reynolds would be taller, so I don't think these are scaled. Let's do this, because he was bigger than Deadpool. Oh my god, so yeah. Hugh Jackman's not taller than Cable. Right. Officially unhappy. Oh, I'm not too fond of the scaling, guys. But anyway, they still look cool, stood side by side. I'd still watch this movie. Fox, please. Well, it's Disney now, isn't it? No, it's not even Fox. Disney, make this happen. But guys, thank you very much for watching. Let's go back to the main cam and finish off this video. So guys, which was your favourite character that we unboxed today? Let me know in the comments down below. If you enjoyed today's video, please make sure you give it a thumbs up, leave us a comment, and I'll see you in the next video. May the Force be with you. Bye!